Hey there everyone, Katie Freiling here, and it's great to be here with you today. Wanted to share with you a very powerful strategy that I've actually been implementing quite a bit in my own life and business lately that has allowed me to really tap into and to really access more of my creative potential. So you, too, have an enormous amount of creativity inside of you. In fact, we all, as human beings, have access to this undercurrent of infinite creative potential. So it's not true, if you're saying to yourself, oh yeah, some people are creative, I'm just not, or blah, blah, blah. We all have that potential. It's just a matter of accessing it. So, if you were raised anything like me, like most educational systems, you're taught to really focus on the left brain, analytical, logical part of yourself, kind of ignoring the more right brain, intuitive, creative, imaginative side, where that's really the juice that really flavors and fuels everything that we do in life. And especially as entrepreneurs, we are creators. Everything we do is a creation. So creativity is very vital. It is what fuels everything, whether you're making blog posts, you're writing, you're doing videos, you're coming up with new innovative ideas, you're coming up with new ways of positioning things, new stories, new analogies. It's all sourced from your creativity. So if you're feeling blocked from that at all, which a lot of people are, it's going to result in a lot of frustration. You're not going to feel like you're flowing. It's going to feel like you're trying to get stuff done and you just keep hitting a wall, and not being able to really fully move forward and complete projects. So creativity is essential. Now, how do you access this undercurrent of creative potential that's within you? So I think that the biggest blockage that we have to our own creativity is this small, limited part of ourselves, this inner voice that is kind of like a constant nagging inner critic. It's always analyzing and judging our work, telling us, that's not good enough, you need to redo that. It's judging, it's analyzing, it's critiquing, it's doing all these things to just pretty much sabotage our artwork. Because our business, anything that we are creating is our art. We are artists by nature as entrepreneurs, and that little critic is just coming in and just chopping everything down and sabotaging it. So in order to really access that infinite creative flow, it's a matter of really silencing that inner critic for a little while. So what I do is now anytime I sit down to make a video or to write or to come up with ideas, I will take a moment, I will sit and I'll close my eyes and really tune in to my essence. Tune in to the core. Okay, tune into the core of who you are and really feel that connection to that infinite part of you. And then it's just a matter of asking your subconscious to flow through you, because our subconscious minds are connected to this undercurrent, this flow of infinite potential. So in simply asking your subconscious mind to speak or to write or to come up with ideas and to channel through you, it absolutely will. But you have to be willing to surrender that small, limited, kind of ego mind part of you for a little while and trust that the bigger part of you that has access to your subconscious and beyond will flow through. So what I'd suggest doing is, first and foremost, closing your eyes and asking before you sit down to do anything, thanking your subconscious for doing so before you sit down, and then as you write or as you speak, really make an effort to just sit down, just show up, and let whatever comes flow out of you. So if you have a tendency, which is something that I used to do a lot, if you're sitting down to write and you want to, stop every 2 sentences and reread what you wrote and analyze it and go, is that good enough? I think I want to change this. I think I want to do that. Just stop that. Resist that temptation and just sit down and flow with whatever comes to you in the moment. It's okay if it doesn't really totally make sense. It's okay if it's not something that you feel is fully up to par. It's just a matter of unleashing the floodgates. And it'll take a little bit of practice. It'll take a little bit of practice. So if it's something that doesn't come right away after you ask, don't worry. It's okay. It's just a matter of really practicing accessing that flow. And once you just get the hang of it, and once you do it enough, that subconscious, that infinite creativity will start flowing into your work. And what will happen is, as you're speaking or as you're writing or as you're coming up with ideas, it's almost going to feel like it's not even yours. It's like these ideas, these words, everything that's coming through, it's not even yours. It's coming from that higher part of you. And it's a really pretty beautiful, amazing phenomenon when that happens. So if you can put the inner critic aside, you can just flow with your writing, with your speaking, and especially with writing, you can always go back and edit what you need to. So as long as you get that first draft out first and just flow without going back to reread, because then that really gets your inner critic moving, where you start analyzing yourself. Really resist that temptation. Don't even look at what you write. As you're speaking, don't try to premeditate what you're going to say next. Just see if you can trust the flow, the spontaneous flow in the moment, and just see what happens. See what comes out and trust it. And it's amazing what actually comes through. So try it out. And if you want to do some free flow exercises where you just journal and just write whatever comes to you in the moment, you don't have to use that work for anything. You don't have to put it on your blog, but it really helps unlock the gates. Okay, because again, we have, most of us have been conditioned to kind of keep our imagination and our creativity locked down. So it's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of practice, especially if you're not used to it, if you don't feel like you're a creative person or anything. It's going to take a little bit of time to really let that potential out. But trust me, you are a creative genius. You already are it. It's already in you. Even if you think that you've never had creativity in your life and, oh, that's just not me, that's not true. You actually do inherently, just by being a human being. So again, it's so important to really tap into our own creativity as entrepreneurs especially, because otherwise you're going to just experience a lot of overwhelm, a lot of frustration, a lot of blockages, and you're going to end up, wanting to copy other people's work or not really feeling like you're putting your own unique self into your work. So creativity, totally essential. Really recommend trying out this strategy here of just asking your subconscious ahead of time and then trusting what comes out. And you will be amazed at how much beauty and magic can really come out of you when you do. So I hope you got a lot out of this. Let me know what you think. I'd really, really love to hear from you. And make sure you share this video too with your friends if you liked it. And I'll talk with you guys soon. Thank you so much.